Hello, welcome to Pro Mixing and Mastering. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to mix and balance and EQ the kick drum. Let's go to new and empty track. I'm just going to click OK. Then I'm going to make a folder and name it the kick drum. The kick drum. I'm just going to hit OK. Maximize this. I'm gonna load up an instrument, go to instrument, and then I'm gonna load up empty power drum kit. I love this drum kit. It's simple, but it has a lot of presets and a lot of live drum sets, live feel to drum sets. Just hit skip, and this is how they sound like. So we've got some cymbals, got toms, and you've got the kick, and you've got snare, and you've got a hat, some crashers. It's a beautiful drum kit. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go to the grooves, and I'm gonna try to pick something that I can use. Yeah. I love this one. It's beautiful. Da 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 da. So what I'm gonna do is, usually what I love to do, I just drag it. I just drag whatever I like and just put it there and then close it. And I'm gonna set this one there and just try to duplicate it into just like that. So let me just try to put in a bass, because I can't really balance the drums without the bass. So I'm just gonna put a simple bass. Let me just play in a simple bass, just plot it up, and then after that I'm gonna try to balance it up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Hypersonic, open up Hypersonic, and pick up a bass, sub bass. This is the bass that I'm gonna use, and then I'm just gonna get a drawer just to draw like this, and then from there I'm just gonna double click and get another one and put it there. I want to drop it down a little bit. So let me start from there. So more like Michael Jackson kind of, you know. Just like that, just like that. I like it. So let me just put the I think I'm gonna make a simple one just like that, and let me bring it here. So I'm gonna close this, bring this here, and here we go. usually during mixing up the drum kick and then with the bass, these two go together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up FabFilter Pro EQ so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So usually the kick and the bass fight in the same range. So usually the bass and the kick work in the same area. They've got like the same frequency ranges. They just differ a little bit, but they have the same frequency ranges. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me also pull up the one for the bass. So this one is for the kick. This one right here is gonna be for the bass, and let me just pull out. So the one on my left hand is for the bass, and the one on my right hand is for the kick. Now watch what is happening. I want you to see the frequency ranges right here and right here. This is around 20k, 50, 100 and 250, and then also this other side. Watch this. So this is for the kick, 20 to 50 is for the kick. Then we have the snare somewhere here around 500. But what I want to show you is the kick drum, which is around 22 to 50. Also see what the bass is doing around this area, 20 to 50. So like the bass, this area right here, just see this area right here, and also look at this area. This area for the kick drum, almost the same. Now how do you balance this? You have to create space for the bass and for the kick. Like for example, you can EQ the bass just a little bit so that the kick too can have somewhere where to sit, like this. So I'm gonna just reduce it a little bit in the range of 50. I'm just gonna reduce it a little bit so that the kick around this area can have somewhere to sit as well. Or else if you don't EQ in this way, what you're gonna have, the problem that you're gonna have is that the balancing won't be good. It will just make the other instrument go in the background, and if you play these two without EQing properly in the big sound system, it's really gonna sound very bassy. So what I love to do is I love to reduce the bass a little bit like this. Remember, this area is where you're reducing from, so I'm gonna just a little bit of a 2 dB cut. Then this side I'm just gonna drop it down a little bit. So now the kick is also gonna just reduce just a little bit like this. Remember, the kick has to be heard more than the bass. So the kick is something that has to be heard more. The bass is not supposed to be more louder because it's not gonna give more space to other instruments. And cut around this area, and also give your kick just a little bit of a cut in the area around 50. You have to give the kick a little bit of a low cut so that you cut off unnecessary frequencies. Just roll off unnecessary frequencies. When it comes to the kick, you can do this. Then you shape it to a low cut, and then you go to 96, and then just remove this other unnecessary frequency, which is around 15 to 20k, somewhere there. This is the kick. And just like you can listen to the two right now, I've created space. The kick is sitting well, then the bass also has its own space. And basically this is how you EQ the kick and the bass so that the two can sit together. You can go ahead and just add a little bit of a presence to the kick like this. So advise that you cut around 2k so that you can just boost it up. You can boost the kick a little bit, and then the bass can remain in the area around 10, 20 and 50 without really being cut too much, but at the same time the kick is gonna have that space of its own, and the bass too is gonna have its own space, just like this. So whenever it comes to balancing the kick drum and also EQing the kick drum, make sure you roll off a little bit of the low, you give it a low cut so that you remove unnecessary frequencies that can fight with the bass, and also you give it a little bit of a notch or just a lifting so that it can have, the kick can have a little bit of presence, and then you can cut this area which is around 50 so that in case the bass, you want the bass to have more punch and just to increase a little bit so that the two should not fight. And basically this is how you EQ the bass and also the drum kick, just like that. So this is before, and this is after. And both have space. I hope this video has helped you. If this video has helped you, don't forget to give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more tutorials and more videos. I'll see you in the next one.